The LSU Fighting Tigers went into Stegman Coliseum on the campus of the University of Georgia on Friday Night Heights and took it to the Bulldogs and turned the lights out with a big victory on the road. All of the highlights from LSU and Georgia coming up inside LSU Gymnastics right now.
Inside LSU Gymnastics with Dee Bro is brought to you each week by Women's Hospital. The best birthday ever is at Woman's. TJ Ribs, legendary Louisiana barbecue, and Assurance Financial. When you find the home you want to buy, choose a mortgage lender that can help you buy it. David Alello with Assurance Financial. Lending the way home buyers prefer it. Inside LSU Gymnastics with Dee Bro is an exclusive presentation of the LSU Sports Television Network.
Welcome inside LSU Gymnastics from the beautiful LSU Gymnastics Training Center in Baton Rouge. I'm Mike Smith, along as always with Hall of Fame head coach Dee Bro. Dee, your team did a marvelous job on the road at the University of Georgia on Friday night. The SEC Network had Friday Night Heights going yet again. Bart Connor and Kathy Johnson on the call, and they were amazed at the business-like attitude of your Fighting Tigers. You go in and notch another victory.
You know, Mike, it was our, third meet in 7 days, and the kids were pretty focused. They were excited about what they had done the weekend prior, and we had a great preparation going into the Georgia meet. And traditionally, it's been a very difficult place to compete, and this team went in there businesslike, and from the beginning of the meet to the very end of the meet, it was all Tigers.
Our highlights, as always, brought to you by TJ Ribs, legendary Louisiana barbecue. Dee, we absolutely just lighted on fire the uneven bars as the road team. That's where you start in a dual meet. And Sammy Durante once again steps up and proves that she is a freshman to be contended with.
Well, hometown.
Yep.
You know, her club was there, her club coaches were there, and she was excited to be able to compete with her mom in the stands, and her mom and dad and big family. And so, you know, for her to start us off, and what a beautiful bar routine she's done week in and week out, and really set the stage for the end of our lineup. Did a great job starting off on that event. You know, team score there was a 49-4-2-5, and the last three people, Kennedy Edney, as good a bar routine as we've seen her do this year, and she's getting a little bit better each week. Lexi Priestman, man, wow. She really swung a great routine, and lots of amplitude, good stretch positions, and beautiful dismount once again. And then that sets up Sarah Finnegan, our anchor. Great handstands, great rhythm on this bar routine, lots of good swing and amplitude. And when she does that up to the high bar, from the low bar to high bar, everything was beautiful and great dismount.
Yeah, absolutely. A 49-4-2-5 to start off on the road. You flip it over to vaulting, and I know that's an area where you and Bob Moore and Jay Clark have been putting your heads together. You're trying to squeeze more difficulty. You're trying to get some more consistency on some landings, and it's coming around, and it looks pretty nice. You
know, we've got a little bit of depth. We're able to kind of change our lineup just a little bit. We did not use Ruby Harrell this week. We went back with Sarah Edwards, but we started with Sarah Finnegan in the number 2 spot, and Sarah did a beautiful vault, lots of amplitude, great height. The twist takes place completely over the horse, over the vault table, and beautiful landing. I think she got the crown on that one.
And how about Sarah Edwards? Short takeoff, quick landing.
Man, when that vault's so beautiful, it's so big. When she comes to a competition and really nails that vault, we're gonna see a 10. I'm telling you, it's coming. But the end of that lineup, Maya Hambrick, you know, beautiful vault, still reacting to the landing with a step, but it's getting better. It's getting better.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kennedy Edney, here again, it's beautiful in the air. They're reacting when they're hitting the floor with that little bit of step. Those are the kind of things right now as we're closing into meet this weekend, and then 2 more regular season meets, that has got to improve.
The Tigers at 98-7-2-5 at the halfway point in Stegman Coliseum, which was sold out for the LSU Tigers and the Georgia Gym Dogs. And after this quick timeout, we'll take you to the second half of the Tigers and the Dogs coming up right after this.
You're a mom the moment you see that second line. And it's time to get ready, because this birthday takes months to plan. Find the doctor who just clicks with you. Make a birth plan that's right for you. because every woman wants something different, even you and your BFF. And when it's finally time, our doctors and nurses will be by your side as you bring your beautiful baby into this world. The best birthday ever is at Woman's.
Ready, Tim?
Let's do this.
Was that Mike?
That's Harry. The car stopped for me.
And that's automatic emergency braking.
The Nissan Rogue family. Take on today.
Bottom line, they still can't touch you.
I'll take it.
Get to Nissan, proud supporter of college athletics.
What's wrong, big guy?
All I wanted was a chance to play today.
You know it's tough, kid, but we've both been in your shoes before.
Yeah, right. You guys are great.
Come on, I have someone you want to meet. You know the only way to become great is to learn from a legend.
Billy Cannon!
Hey, gang, come on in here. We're going to talk some football.
Big day today. Or maybe it's not. Maybe it's just a normal day in a normal place with normal crawfish prepared 36 ways. Maybe today you'll make that breakthrough. And maybe tonight he'll break through too. Maybe it'll rain. Maybe you'll shine. Or today could just be one of those days. For the unpredictable and the unencumbered, at LSU, maybe counts for a little something extra. Maybe? Absolutely.
When you're more than a fan, the game never ends. Greatness doesn't live in the end zone, at the net, or above the rim.
It lives within every LSU student athlete, and it's your calling to bring out their greatness.
On the field, in the classroom, and in life.
We are the Tiger Athletic Foundation. For decades, we've been the team behind our Tigers. Join us. Be more than a fan.
This segment of Inside LSU Gymnastics is brought to you by Assurance Financial. When you find the home you want to buy, choose a mortgage lender that can help you buy it. David Alello with Assurance Financial. Lending the way home buyers prefer it.
Welcome back inside LSU Gymnastics, again from the beautiful LSU Gymnastics Training Center here in Baton Rouge. We're so glad that you joined us again this week. Dee Dee, the second half of LSU versus Georgia in Stegman Coliseum. As you mentioned, a difficult place for the visitors to compete historically, but your team seemed to just block all of that out and be on a mission on Friday night.
It was great. You know, Mike, they had a big crowd, good crowd, and our crowds here, I think, prepares us for anything that we have on the road. But, man, we had some exceptional performances this week.
Absolutely. And talking about the exceptional performer, Dee Dee, as always presented by Woman's Hospital, the best birthday ever is at Woman's. How about Lexi Priestman? She is a world-class athlete in 3 events, working herself back into these lineups. She goes 9.8, 9.9, and 9.95 at Georgia.
I would say that's our pick of the week. She really was outstanding and loves what she's doing. And of course, you know, here again, her family travels almost every place we go to watch her compete, and she delivered.
The Ohio native is our exceptional performer of the week, Lexi Priestman. Speaking of the Tigers in the second half of the meet, Dee Dee, you flip it over to the floor exercise and rotation number 3. Again, the Tigers just shot out of a cannon. You absolutely dominate the event. You go 49-4-2-5, and Ashlyn Kirby gets the call to start you off once again.
Well, Ashlyn started us off, and we felt like did a great job and set up Christina Desiderio, who has a high degree of difficulty throughout the routine. She has a D in every single pass. The more we can get her out there, the better she's going to be for the postseason when we get on that podium almost for every meet that we have. But, you know, open with a double layout, front to double tuck. And this floor, that floor there is a little bit bouncy, so the kids were having a hard time finding solid landings. But Christina did a great job. And
one judge goes 9.9, by the way.
Yeah, and, you know, we felt like the average score came out about right. I think it was like a 9.825, 9.85. Right. But a great performance, not looking at the score, but did a good job. And she set up Kennedy Edney, who
in the third spot this week.
Yeah, in the third spot this week, which I think is a great spot for her. opened with a double Arabian, probably the best one we've seen in a meet, and her preparation has been getting better and better. And her performance is good. You know, her dance, her performance, and she really likes the routine. And then that leads us to Lexi Priestman, who hadn't been in floor many times. We really kind of hold her back and kind of pace what we let her do. But, you know, open with a beautiful full in, and her middle pass of the 1.5 to a front layout, she does it really, really well. It kind of floats. There's a soft landing there, but her leaps are big, and her last tumbling pass was really strong. And, you know, we wanted her to do well and set up Sarah Finnegan, which she did.
So Priestman with the 9.95, and then Finnegan in the 5th spot with a 9.925. An outstanding effort by the Fighting Tigers there at Georgia. Dee Dee, then it's time to take on the balance beam, as the away team has to do in the final rotation in an away gym, and your Tigers just had blinders on.
You know, you want your team to be road strong, be able to focus on the road, and you know, I tell them all the time, I want you to see it and feel it, and they did. They answered the call. They went to beam. I tell you what, we're going to start with Maya Hambrick. She didn't do great on floor. She went to beam and answered the call.
9.925.
Probably as good a beam routine as we've seen her do in competition.
Had upwards of about 80 or so folks in the crowd from her hometown, about 2 hours away, and they saw her make that big comeback after an uncharacteristic miscue on floor, but she absolutely dominated the balance beam.
She did, and she was like she was carrying a load, because she had all those people there, and she was carrying a load, trying too hard, and let it be organic, just perform. And I tell you what, Christina Desiderio on beam in that 4th spot.
That's a gamer right there.
And it supports the end of the lineup. You need that 3rd and 4th person to do a great job. And Christina did. It's just a nice, solid routine. Her difficulty, her amplitude is getting better and better each week. And big dismount at the end of that routine. And, you know, you can't deny her.
Absolutely. And then you finish up with Reagan Campbell and Sarah Finnegan. That is a very nice 1-2 punch at the end of that lineup.
Their style is a little bit the same. Reagan is so smooth on the beam, and when she does a good job, and she's a freshman, she's going to get better as time proceeds. But set up Sarah Finnegan. If you give Sarah a little bit of confidence, it's going to go a long way, and that routine was beautiful. Sarah
Finnegan wraps up the Tigers' big victory over the Georgia Gym Dogs, the first in a number of years there in Stegman Coliseum for the Fighting Tigers. 197.575, and LSU pushes its overall record to 6-0 in the SEC. So much more coming up. Stay right there with us inside LSU Gymnastics.
You move into this portion of the season, you really have to, rest is critically important, you know, not overworking, and now the little nagging injuries are really becoming a problem. So what we want to do is really rest them as much as we can, make our preparation the preparation we need to get ready to perform better. And the better performance comes when you are really talking about pointing your toes, extending your body, getting your rib cage in, and doing those little things. When you lift your feet up off the floor, every time you lift your foot, your toe should be pointed. Releve positions, that's up on the toes. I mean, there's just so many fine-tuned things now that we want to be able to do, and that's kind of what we're going to do today in practice, is strictly focus on fine-tuning.
I'm so proud of what we've been able to do so far, and I'm just really excited to see where it goes from here, because we have had moments where we didn't live up to our expectations of ourselves, and then we've had moments where we've surpassed those same expectations. So I think that we've been able to kind of experience both sides of the coin, I guess you could say, and you know, now we're inching closer to that goal that we have of winning the regular season SEC title. So I think that's kind of where our sights are. We're just 1 week at a time, kind of, and I think mentally that's the best way to approach it.
Bat standards have changed, and you might need a new one. So flip your bat at Academy Sports and Outdoors. Right now, get 20% off any new bat when you trade in an old one, or get your voucher online at academy.com. Academy Sports and Outdoors, for all for less.
When you find the home you want to buy, choose a mortgage lender that can help you buy it. David Alello with Assurance Financial. David specializes in helping first-time home buyers, offering conventional FHA, VA, RD construction, and jumbo loans. David takes the hassle out of getting a home loan while making you feel right at home. Lending the way you like it. Call David today at 921-8152. That's 921-8152. David Alello with Assurance Financial.
So what are you going to do with the speckled trout? That's right. There's just no doubt about it that this is a place where food is created differently from anywhere else in the world because it just couldn't happen anywhere else. We're a culture made up of so many different people, love of ingredients, love of cooking styles, and they all right here. At the end of the day, that's all Baton Rouge.
When you're more than a fan, the game never ends. Greatness doesn't live in the end zone, at the net, or above the rim.
It lives within every LSU student athlete, and it's your calling to bring out their greatness.
On the field, in the classroom, and in life.
We are the Tiger Athletic Foundation. For decades, we've been the team behind our Tigers. Join us. Be more than a fan.
Big day today. Or maybe it's not. Maybe it's just a normal day in a normal place with normal crawfish prepared 36 ways. Maybe today you'll make that breakthrough. And maybe tonight you'll break through too. Maybe it'll rain. Maybe you'll shine. Or today could just be one of those days. For the unpredictable and the unencumbered, at LSU, maybe counts for a little something extra. Maybe? Absolutely.
This segment of Inside LSU Gymnastics is brought to you by TJ Ribs. TJ Ribs, legendary Louisiana barbecue.
Maya Hambrick, a senior from Temple, Georgia on this LSU Gymnastics team, is really rising to the top here in her senior year. Dee Dee, you and Jay Clark had your eye on her as she was a small gymnast, as she grew. What attracted you to Maya Hambrick, and why did you want her to be an LSU Tiger?
Well, the package, you know, the whole thing. I mean, she's very, very bright. She's petite. She's just got this incredible power to, you know, good things come in small packages. She is that person, and she's an excellent student. She's a very kind person, and just people like her a lot when you get to know her. And she's talented. She does a lot besides just gymnastics.
And a fabulous writer to boot. And I know that in this upcoming piece that I know that Tiger fans are going to enjoy, you're going to see a little bit about Maya Hambrick outside of the gym as well, and I know that means a lot to you.
Well, it means a whole lot. You know, you talked about Jay and I recruiting her, but Bob Moore probably had as much influence in getting her here as anybody. Way back when her mom was just beginning, a very young coach, she and Bob worked together. And when Bob went to visit Maya, went in the gym to assess, he realized, and she recognized him, and she knew when he was coming that you know, I'm going to have to remind him of our relationship that went back probably 20 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're going to love this piece on senior Maya Hambrick, her extended family, and how she made her road to Baton Rouge.
There's no arguing that LSU's Maya Hambrick was born to be a gymnast. The Georgia native has been named All-SEC and All-American all 3 seasons in Baton Rouge. Hambrick's education literally began at birth, as her mother Lori has spent the last 25 years coaching gymnastics.
Everybody joked about how she was going to come out doing cartwheels because I was demonstrating cartwheels all the way up to the end of my pregnancy. So it was just a big running joke that she was going to come out a gymnast already. So as soon as she was able to walk, I got her into Mommy and Me classes, and because I coached, I would get my mom to bring her. You know, we were just playing, and she would like, again, you know, and I'd let her do back tucks. You know, I'd spot her on back tucks, and, you know, at the beginning they would be real muscled, you know, like, here, let me do it for you. And then it got to be where she was like, again, and she would just do it.
Like, I'm really glad that I had that experience and, like, that we were able to do that together. But coming to college and being able to have people that aren't my mom is nice too. So I feel like pretty lucky to have the best of both, you know, having my mom coach me and then being able to experience what it's like to have her just cheering for me in the stands.
Maya was recruited by some of the biggest names in college gymnastics, but it was the LSU coaching staff who recognized Hambrick's talents and saw her potential.
They were all really supportive from day one, so since then they've always been really concerned with like how I'm doing, like how my body's feeling, like all of that. And I could have asked for like better coaches. They really care about us as like people, and so that to me is like a big part of a good coach-athlete relationship. So I was able to have that with all three of them, I think, so that's really special.
We just wanted to be somewhere where we knew she would be taken care of and compete. You know, and my initial conversation with Jay was, okay, if she comes there, is she going to compete? And he kind of scoffed at me, yeah. And he's like, I see her being an All-American first thing out, you know. And then when we came for our visit, I just instantly felt like that family atmosphere that's really important to us because we have that in our own gym.
Maya believes the LSU Gymnastics program has enriched her college career.
College is the time where you like really begin to understand yourself and like learn a lot about yourself in general. And thankfully I was able to do it like through gymnastics because like it's cool for me to see like where I came from and like now. It's really like emotional. I think that all the lessons that we learned are really crucial in a championship setting. So I feel really good about where we're at. I'm excited to finish off the season.
From the beginning of freshman year, I look at Maya not as a teammate, as a mom. She opened her arms wide open to me and the other juniors when we came in. It was definitely a big transition for me coming from elite gymnastics to college, and her leadership in the gym and out of the gym has just been so amazing, and honestly, we couldn't ask for a better senior leader than Maya.
Reporting for Inside LSU Gymnastics, I'm Garrett Wolbert.
Bat standards have changed, and you might need a new one. So flip your bat at Academy Sports and Outdoors. Right now, get 20% off any new bat when you trade in an old one, or get your voucher online at academy.com. Academy Sports and Outdoors, for all for less.
Dirt isn't always bad. Like outside dirt, that's not a bad thing. Also, it comes off. Inside dirt, yeah, that's way different. But now there's a more powerful Chevron with Teflon. Yeah. It has even more cleaning power to clean up deposits left by low-quality gas. And cleaning up deposits restores lost gas mileage. It's legit.
Now with more cleaning power, Chevron with Teflon, care for your car.
Nice hat.
Now Contour from Cox gets you right to the strange stuff.
Something's coming. Something hungry for blood.
Noble stuff.
The crown must always win. Show me something dramatic.
And orange stuff. Along with the best stuff on cable, because Netflix is now on Contour.
How awesome is this place?
Just say it.
Black Mirror.
And get right to the fierce, funny, bold, and bingey stuff. Watch it all on Contour from Cox. Netflix.
Teamwork, integrity, victory. You'll find words like these on banners, bulletin boards, and locker room walls all across LSU. At Dudley DeBosier, these same values are how we built our law firm.
And those values are also how we represent and treat every one of our clients.
We're honored
to be chosen as the official injury lawyers of LSU Athletics.
And we love serving Tiger Nation. Demand Dudley DeBosier, the official injury lawyers of LSU Athletics. 444-4444.
Kennedy, what are y'all doing here so early?
We're here to get some extra work in, Dee Dee.
Yeah, Dee Dee, the season's here.
That's right. We are so fired up. So much pride and tradition.
Watch this.
Holy cow! LSU Gymnastics tickets are less than the movies, so make sure to get yours today.
LSU Tigers fans, show your pride with real Tigers gear from the official online store, lsushop.net. You'll find everything a Tigers fan needs, including sideline gear, polos, t-shirts, hats, and more. With an awesome selection of products, including official team merchandise from Nike, when it comes to Tigers pride, there's only one place real Tigers fans go, lsushop.net.
Well, it's time now for our Assurance Financial Look Ahead, brought to you by our friend David Alelo. Dee Dee, there's so much on the line on Sunday afternoon. Another Sunday matinee.
Yeah.
Our fans have seemed to really embrace that concept. We've had a huge crowd. for Texas Women's on a Sunday afternoon. Expecting another really big crowd. LSUTix.net if you haven't secured your tickets. But it's going to be a huge afternoon.
Well, and get there early. You know, enjoy the campus. Enjoy our beautiful campus. It's, you know, the azaleas are blooming. You know, come on out and picnic if you want. Tailgate before the event. But get there early. We're expecting a great crowd, Mike, but for a great meet. I mean, Auburn, it's an SEC opponent. We've got a trophy on the line here. We have really, really worked hard through this season to try to win another SEC event in that the season counts. And everything counts, and it comes down to this.
Well, the Tigers are trying to close out a perfect SEC regular season and claim an SEC regular season title once again, and you can be a part of it. Wear your gold. We'll have trading cards, we'll have Dads and Daughters Day, and of course the always favorite autograph session up on the concourse level immediately after LSU and Auburn on Sunday afternoon. I'm looking forward. I know you are.
I can't wait. I'll see you there.
I'll see you there as well, and we'll see you in the PMAC to finish out the SEC regular season. The Tigers looking to bring home a title. We'll have all the highlights for you right here. Same time, same station next week inside LSU Gymnastics.
Inside LSU Gymnastics with Dee Bro has been brought to you by Women's Hospital. The best birthday ever is at Women's. TJ Ribs, legendary Louisiana barbecue. And by Assurance Financial. When you find the home you want to buy, choose a mortgage lender that can help you buy it. David Alello with Assurance Financial. Lending the way home buyers prefer it. Inside LSU Gymnastics with Dee Bro is an exclusive presentation of the LSU Sports Television Network. The LSU Sports Television Network is a division of LSU Sports Properties.